Are we? Guys, what's going on? I think we're live. Wanted to jump on here today because I kind of been delaying this. It's already like what, November 8th, and normally I try to do it at the beginning of each month. Anyways, just got out of class. It's a rainy day here in Seoul, and I thought it'd be great before I have my lunch to just do this real quick and get it out of the way. Because when you delay stuff and you just kick the can down the road more and more, it just never gets done. So today we're doing it. Now, I didn't spend as much time as I normally do, and that's for a few reasons, which I'll explain in a little bit. But let's just jump into the photos. And with this camera, real quick, I'll just show you guys the current state of my head. Let's get up. Let's get up in there. Let's get close. Shine some light right here, so you guys can definitely see the detail. And you can see my hair in the front. It's standing up a bit, and that's for an incidental reason. Anyways, so you guys just get a good look. This is what it looks like in real life. In real life, some people, I think, us really, we fret a little too much over it. And when I say fret, it just means like scrutinize or look a little too closely. Most of the time, people aren't like lasered in on your hairline. They're not like lasered in on the density per square centimeter. I mean, just taking a rough look, that's what it looks like in real life. Let me share my screen now so that way you guys can see the photos that I got going on. All right, so these are the photos. Hope everyone can see this. For today, I just took these like 15 minutes ago. All right, these is basically the same photo. I saw this thing in my crown. It's looking really thin, to be honest, but I only notice problems with my crown when I'm looking at it through photos. Like in the mirror and stuff, I don't see a big problem with it. And it's never been an issue for me, really. I'm thinking I'll let it grow out. I'll keep an eye on it, but it's not like on something I'm worried about. Maybe it could just be the lighting and the angle and the way I have my hair parted and stuff. But yeah, it could definitely be thicker there. All right, so here, that's me. That's my hair. That was today. Is that all the photos? I swear I took some from the side too. Okay, yeah, here's a couple from the side. There you go. You can see here. I mean, so this is the key part with hair lines is basically the temple area, and mine really it go. I'll show you guys in real life, but right, it goes around right there. It doesn't go too far back. I think it's within the range of normal, but a little bit back. And the doctor did that on purpose. He said he's going to make it look like a mature hairline. I am 29. I don't have the hairline of like a teenager, which, if you brought it down like a centimeter and a half or something, then I'd have a small forehead. Anyways, I'm fine with my hairline. I'm not complaining about it. I haven't really thought twice about it. Okay, maybe I have thought twice about it, but I concluded that it looks fine. And these are the photos from last week. You can see here. So the lighting here is much stronger, so maybe my hair looks thinner, but I think it could mainly be due to the lighting. And then I'll jump back to this is right before I got the transplant, like the morning before. So you just see such a huge difference. This was like 7 months, 7.5 months ago. This was last month. And this was like today. Now, part of the reason that I kind of been slacking off, or I should say, just bringing it down, just kind of bringing this monthly update thing to an end, is because I'm quite satisfied with the state of my head and my hair and where things are at, and definitely, as you guys know, it's largely psychological as well. So, like I said, I'm very content. I'm happy. I think everyone reaches a point in their, I don't want to overstate it, but a lot of people describe it as a journey, which I wouldn't necessarily disagree with, although it is a large, heavy word. Where they'll kind of stop taking photos, they'll kind of stop updating. One of my favorite posts was Finch cells. So if you guys just Google Finch cells, it'll take you to a website of a guy who had a fantastic documentation of his, procedure and process throughout the months. Anyways, all this to say that we all get to a point where, hopefully you get to that point where you're happy enough that you stop paying attention to your hair. So that's really where you want to be. And I'm kind of already there. Part of the reason I've, still been keeping up with it is mainly because I know other people are interested. But yeah, that's the main reason. And I want to show you guys like two. I'll end off with these two last photos, and they're a little bit personal to me, so that's why I'll save them to the end. But a few cool things that I've gotten over the last few, weeks or months that have definitely signified my contentness or happiness or just overall satisfaction with where I'm at, like here and here inside, is these cool like brushes I got. I haven't used them in forever. I only blow dry my hair once in a while, like if I'm like something special, like last week we had a fair. This brush is much better for blow drying because you can kind of shape the hair and stuff. So sometimes in the front, I'll just pick it up. I don't only pick it up in the front. Like if I'm gonna pick it up in the front, I will also pick it up around in the back and stuff too, because it just looks more or better and blended if the rest of your hair is at least like maybe halfway up, and then the hair in the front is all the way up. And this is much easier to turn and twist your hair gently, of course, when you're doing the blow drying thing. Yeah, I use it on the sides. Anyways, it's just a comb. Then I got these products. So I got this nice stuff from L'Oreal. It was expensive. This was like $25, but the salon I went to recommended it, and they said you can only get it in the barber shops, which is probably half the sales pitch and half true. And then I got this hairspray because I do like hairspray for my hair. Like before I lost it, I would use hairspray. Really, the thing I like the most is mousse, which here in Seoul, it just seems very difficult to find. But back in the US, I used to use this brand called Tresemme all the time, which was an inexpensive but still nice brand, and they would sell it at Walmart and everywhere. And then the last thing, and this is why my hair in the front is kind of just standing up like this, is because I have this, it's like a hairband. And this is how I wear it at night before I get ready to go to bed. And then once I'm done brushing my teeth and stuff, I put it, because my hair actually, if I put it down, it falls more than halfway down my forehead. You can see, actually, man, if I bring my hair down, it looks like I have a lot more than when I keep it up, right? But you can see there, it's definitely coming down. And to get access to my forehead when you're washing your face, you don't want to get your hair wet because then it's just sitting on your forehead and it just gets in the way, especially if you wash. And then after that, if you want to use like a toner, the hair is already on your forehead. And then if you want to do like another step, like a moisturizer, again, the hair's so you gotta. I know a lot of people use these. I mean, probably like girls and other guys with longer hair. But yeah, this will definitely help you. And since I wear it like this in the morning and at night, then my hair kind of stands up in the front because it gets a bit stuck like that. I'm thinking of switching to a towel one. It's just the cloth version of this, but who knows? Um, let's end this video with the photos that I told you guys about. Let's go to them. The first one I will show you is really something that when I saw this photo, I was like, man, I I felt like I needed to do something. Something needed to change because I was far from where I used to be. And you'll know what I'm talking about when you see this. Let me just show it to you guys. Let me just show it. Let me just show it. So I met up with my friend. This is my elementary school friend, my best friend from elementary school. Hadn't seen him in like 15 years, but earlier this year I was lucky enough to meet up with him. By the way, this is my Facebook. I don't know if it's a good idea to show this on, this YouTube channel, but I mean, I have like no or very few followers, so it's not a big deal. Um, and anyways, we took this photo, and sometimes I used to get like self-conscious about how I looked in photos. And this one in particular kind of tore me because I had to post this photo. It was just so miraculous to see this guy after like 15 years because I moved from California. But I didn't really like the way it looked. I didn't like the way it looked. You can see here, man, it's pretty far back. There's barely anything left there, and from the ear up, ew, man, maybe even the back of the ear, there was just nothing, bro. It's just like the forehead just going on for miles. But then, this was in January, and this was just last week. So this is a photo I took last week, and it's I don't ever like alter photos or touch them up or anything. And this is just me here in Seoul hanging out with my classmates, and I just look and feel completely different from January. So I think I've made a lot of progress, and it's not only because of the procedure, but I've definitely taken steps to improve myself and my health in other ways. So I'll probably make another video on that later. But anyways, I started eating and dieting hardcore. I started taking care of my skin more and other stuff. But overall, I'm doing 100% better. No exaggeration, and that's probably an understatement. Anyways, hope you guys enjoy this last kind of final update. I don't know how many of you guys out there have really been following me closely, if any, but the whole reason I've been doing this is just to help other people. The whole reason I have this channel is to connect with other people. So I really do hope some of you guys found this useful. It's good information to have if you're ever in my situation or the situation I was in a year ago or less than that. As I've always said towards the end of any of my videos, man, if you're thinking about it, I would seriously consider it. I don't regret that money that I spent at all. At all. It's definitely well spent. And just it's hard to describe. I can't send through the screen or send through this video the amount and the difference that it's made for me and my in my head, literally, not just, it's like no pun intended, but in, on, around my head. I'm feeling great. And the thing is, what can you really do to improve the way you look and feel about yourself? Like, I was already in good shape. Hopefully you guys are too. You can't change that many things. I don't advise against plastic surgery and stuff like that, but if it's simply getting, something you used to have back, yeah, there aren't many options, bro. Like, yeah, you could probably hang out with your friends a little more. I don't really know. It's hard for me to think of other things that could match the level of satisfaction or happiness that this procedure has brought to me. I don't want to overstate it. I don't want to sound like, vain or anything. It's all about looks, whatever. That's not true. But for sure, I hope you guys have kind of gotten an idea of what I'm trying to convey here. Anyways, with that said, yeah, I'll probably do like a 1 year update or something. Right now it's 7.5 months, so that would be pretty far away. But yeah, if you guys definitely interested in keeping up with, my head, my hair, then I make other videos. This channel is not really about, the hair transplant like some other channels. This channel is more just about, my life abroad as an entrepreneur, doing my, my business and stuff like that, and just going to interesting places. And the hair transplant is just one part of that. So fortunately, I happened to be in Thailand, in Bangkok, where Dr. Pat was operating, and things like that. So it's just, that's just one unseen benefit of living abroad. Okay, guys, really, I'm gonna stop it now. But everyone out there, take care. Hope this message helps someone, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Take care.